What is up? It is Austin here, bringing you guys another video, and today we are bringing back a series that I've put off for literally years at this point. It's been a couple years since I did an episode, but I was looking at it, and I just don't like leaving this series incomplete. I want to finish it, so we're back with the complete Zombies retrospective, and today we made it to Black Ops 2 Zombies. I was putting this off for so long because I hate this map that much. So today we're covering Tranzit. So if you go back into 2011, 2012, right around that time, everyone was excited for what the next Zombies map could be. We didn't even know if Zombies was coming back. I mean, I think we all knew that it was going to come back, but after the ending of Moon, blowing up the Earth, they were like, where are we going to take the story? Are the core 4 characters, what are we going to do with them? What's happening with Richtofen because him and Samantha switched bodies? And we got a reveal. And I remember Tranzit was so hyped up. Everyone was super excited about Tranzit because it was this new map. We saw the bus mechanic. We saw new characters. So it was a very exciting time. And then the map dropped. And when it first came out, everyone was playing it. And then over time, I think once the magic wore off of a new Zombies map, because as soon as the map comes out, unless it's, Vanguard Zombies, whenever a new map comes out, there's this mysticism and excitement to it. Like, everyone is super excited for it, and no one really gives it a bad rating in the first couple days that it's out because it's a new Zombies map. Well, the same thing happened with Tranzit, and once that new, fresh feeling wore off, people were starting to realize just how bad the map is. And I know the point has been made thousands of times, but I'm going to reiterate on this. Tranzit felt like it was a Black Ops 3 map put on last-gen consoles. The reason that the fog is even in the map is to slow you down so you don't crash the game. Denizens are there, again, so you don't crash the game. There's so much to the map. They had such big ideas. Jimmy Zielinski had these huge ideas, and they just couldn't get it to work right, and just wasn't made for last-gen consoles, but we had to deal with it on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. So what did Tranzit add? What was new? So there were buildables, some really unique buildables in this map. We had a LMG gunner that you can make in the farm area. You had stuff for the Easter egg. You had just so much cool stuff. You had a turbine, which is essential pretty much. I think everyone who's played Tranzit knows how to make the turbine. You had bus upgrades. You could get on the roof in the diner with a buildable. Buildables were huge. We had the introduction of the zombie shield, which is just iconic in Zombies. So buildables were huge, which Tranzit introduced. And Tranzit also introduced a new perk. So with the new map Tranzit came a perk called Tombstone Soda. Now what Tombstone did was if you were knocked, and you could only use this in multiplayer, by the way. You could not use it in a solo game of Zombies. It had to be a multiplayer game of Zombies. But what would happen is once you got downed, you could choose to feed the zombies, and you would leave a tombstone icon behind from where you bled out. Now, what you'd be able to do once the next round started is you could pick up your icon, you would get all your perks and all your guns back. And I remember on the town survival map especially, there was a strategy to get all the perks on the map with Tombstone. So Tombstone sounds helpful, but the biggest issue people have with it is it promotes bleeding out. So really, like, if you have Tombstone, why would you wait to bleed out and not use it? Or why would you let your teammate revive you? Just completely bleed out so you get all your stuff back. But again, it incentivized bleeding out. So there was a lot of times when you play, Tranzit with 2 or 3 people, or even town with 2 or 3 people, and you would just bleed out. You wouldn't even let your teammates revive you. So no one really liked, Tombstone. But what also came with Tranzit was some new boss zombies. We had denizens, which are the worst things ever put into zombies. What they do, they jump on your face and you have to knife them or use the galvanuckles to get them off. They purposefully are on the map to slow you down so you do not break the game. They also came with the Avogadro, which isn't the most annoying boss in the world. I mean, he can shock you, he can, mess with the bus, but literally all you have to do to defeat him is use the EMP grenade, which of course with Black Ops 2 came a lot of new guns and new equipment, such as the EMP grenade, which honestly, the only time I ever used EMP grenades, if it wasn't for an Easter egg, was in multiplayer to troll your teammates when they use the box. You could use EMP grenades to shut the box down. So Tranzit introduced quite a lot to the Zombies formula, and there's a lot to unpack. You don't have to use the bus to get to areas. You can run to the different areas. We had returning perks, obviously, such as Juggernog, Speed Cola, quick revive, stamina up, double tap. But though double tap in Black Ops 2 got a massive upgrade and became double tap 2, which in turn also doubled your damage on your weapon. So it was almost like a pack-a-punch. And on Transit, speaking of pack-a-punch, had the worst pack-a-punch system ever, where in solo you have to leave a turbine behind at the power center, get to the town, hope that it's not destroyed, and maybe the door to Pack-a-Punch will be open. So I had quite literally the worst Pack-a-Punch system, but it did feature 2 Easter eggs. You had a Richtofen side and you had a Maxis side, along with new characters. So you had Stuhlinger, Marlton, Misty, and Russman. These 4 characters were very annoying in Transit. I don't think they're anybody's favorite. They have more depth given to them in the Zombies comics and in Black Ops 4, but in Black Ops 2, they were pretty annoying. I don't think they were anyone's favorites. So the final thing I want to talk about on Transit that they introduced would be the new wonder weapon, the jet gun. It is quite literally the worst and the best wonder weapon of all time. Now, what do I mean by that? So to build it, you have to find, I believe, 5 different locations, and this is before you could hold multiple parts at once. So you can only pick one up at a time. Build the jet gun, and it has infinite damage. So you're thinking infinite damage, that's amazing, right? I mean, what could go wrong? If you overheat, it breaks, and you have to go around the entire map and pick up all the parts again. And it is quite literally terrible and amazing at the same time. So if you don't overheat it, I mean, it's great. You can get to whatever round you want. But if you use it too much and you do overheat it, well, you got to go rebuild it around the entire map. Now, there's no upgrade for the jet gun, which would have been cool if you could upgrade it and it took longer to overheat or something like that. But no, that's not in the map. And Transit is filled with little Easter eggs, a bunch of radios. So the devs definitely put a lot of effort into Transit, though people did not receive this map really well. And unfortunately, the start of Black Ops 2 Zombies, in my opinion, are the worst 3-map run in Zombies history. Though with Transit, luckily, they divided 3 of Transit's sections into small survival maps. So you had Bus Depot, which had no perks and just a mystery box, so kind of like the Nocturne and Toten of this game. Then you also had Farm, which had a mystery box and had perks, but no Pack-a-Punch. So think of it as like the Verrucht of Black Ops 2 Zombies. And then you had Town, which had all your guns, all your perks, and a Pack-a-Punch machine. So think of that as the Doris equivalent to Black Ops 2 Zombies. And the survival maps quite literally saved the game. People love Town. So many great memories on Town Zombies. And it quite literally saved us because Transit was just so horrible. So I would love to know what you guys think about Transit down in the comment section below. It is a map that is shat on day after day, and every time I go and think to myself, you know what, Transit's not as bad as I remember, I go back and play it, and it is quite literally awful. I hate playing this map. I have literally zero fun playing this map, and it might be the worst Zombies map, Treyarch Zombies map of all time, aside from maybe Duranfong and Terra Maledicta. Now, aside from that, our next episode will be on Nuketown. I decided to cover Nuketown because it's a DLC map that you got on launch. So I'll be going over that in the next episode. But if you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm on the road to 800 subscribers. Let me know your thoughts on the complete Zombies retrospective down in the comment section below. Are you excited that I brought the series back? And what maps are you excited for me to cover? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. This is Austin, and I'm out. Peace, guys.